Hello, hello. It's launch day, and we're finally in. What's up, everybody? We literally just got in. I was going back and forth, and did I want to do it? Did I want to change it up? Did I want to do something else? And I just decided to run back. The Frog. Paladin. It's getting going on Twitch as well. Welcome, everybody. So, yeah, I don't know how much we're actually going to get done. I can't play for like a super long period of time because I have to go pick up my roommate from the airport. And the reason she is coming back tonight is because I leave tomorrow for Gen Con. So I, unfortunately, will get to play today, basically, for a little bit. I will then have to stop, and then it will be off to Indianapolis tomorrow to do some Gen Conning. Which isn't like the worst thing in the world, but you know, obviously, we've been enjoying the the Everquest for sure. So I have nothing set up right now. We've got the whatever the default settings are here. This is not at all what I would prefer to have. We're in the tutorial section here. So the first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to never actually look at main chat again. I don't care about that. Hey, look at that. Basic movement. There we go. I did change it up. I'm a purple frog this time. You know, make it a little bit different. All right. So, let's see here. Interface. Load UI skin. I think I like this default modern. That seems pretty good. Let's see here. We have default layout. Default layout, no name. Oh, I guess this is in case you forget who you are. There's the legacy layout. Yeah, I'm not sure which I like better. And here's the default layout, resizable. But how resizable is it really? Oh, we can come all the way down here. So, hey, Forsyth, thank you for the resubby. Appreciate it. The frog is the best. I like the frog. I mean, you know, look, the fact of the matter is it probably would have made sense to become a ogre because they're broken, or an Ixar or whatever because they're broken. And the Ixar also get like the super nice, you know, starting area and all this other stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to be a frog, so. I don't remember what I was using before. I think I was using this setup before, so this will work for me. We've got our stances here. And, I don't know who just cast a spell on me, but all right. All my sounds are still way too loud. Systems, audio. Let's turn those systems down the sounds a little bit. I got a little music going. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it. And then here is our primary macro bar. Okay, I'm already kind of annoyed with the music, so we'll be turning that off. Oh, nice. Someone cast Enduring Breath on me. All right, and just like that, the music is off. So we've got a letter here for Doug. Got a couple backpacks. So we're gonna go ahead and do the starting area here. Right, I don't even have Smite yet. But we do have land hands. Nice. All right. You found Doug. I sure did. All right. Hello, Doug. What would you like? What does Doug have to say? Let's talk. I need more work. All right. So now we got to go over to the graveyard, which I think is over here. So we're doing this to get some boots. And we got our group over here. Let's go map. Map source. I changed the map to Brule, and I want to go with compact map. Actually, no, I want to go with minimal map. There we go. Put that up in the corner. I will eventually change some things here. My plan, or I should say the Knight's plan, is we are going to try to get a little gaming going on with myself, Tim, Smith, get a little party going and maybe get some regular Everquest going, just because this is an important game for all of us. We've always enjoyed this game, and I certainly would love to see us, any excuse I can get to hang out with my friends is a welcome one. I'm going to move my X targets around here a little bit. Again, this isn't like final spots, but I'm mostly just moving this so that chat is somewhere here. What's up, LibGamer? Nice. I will be schlepping. Hello, Doug. All right. Oh, a bunch of old bones. Could you kill some skeletons? Bring me the skull from one of the rambunctious and another skull from one of the fragile ones. All right. Let's go to work. All right. And we got a rambunctious skull. We've got minor healing. You know, I think it's one of those things, by the way, that people sleep on. Which is that, did you know that originally in Everquest, that I forgot also I am a mage. I'm going to eventually become I'm going to eventually be a berserker, but I wanted to have something that would be kind of useful early on. And, yeah, so my thought process here was there we go. Offensive stance, inversion. My thought process here was that I could be a mage just to help with with damage and stuff like that. All right, got a rambunctious skull. All right. Well, these guys are not too difficult. And now we'll go get the fragiles. Auto loot these. Oh, I fell in the grave. Classic. Yeah, so the reason that I ultimately I decided to just stick with the paladin is because, quite frankly, I really don't I really like the I really like the oh shit ability of lay on hands. You know, it just makes me feel safe inside, you know? I think I have to give them both of these. All right. We've got the Boots of the Long Road. So these give us 4 AC, 5 hit points. They also give us the Spirit of the Traveler ability, which is sort of like a it's sort of like a Sow spell, but it falls off as soon as the you enter combat. So we also got another one here. I think we now this is where EverQuest gets a little weird. Not weird, but, you know, different than what we're used to. Which is, I'm going to give this guy another set of scrolls. And so now we have a second pair of boots. And I can equip those, too. They're in my any slot. So, there we go. And we're going to get away from that guy because him doing his little whispers is kind of annoying. So, yeah, so we'll wait for these skeletons to pop up because I would like to get at least a couple of these boots and maybe merge a little bit of them. And they'll be good AC for us to use while we're leveling up initially. I don't remember what level the mage gets their first pet. I would have thought that we would have started with the pet, but apparently not. Any case, let's see, EverQuest, Legends, Wiki. Yeah, no, so ultimately, I knew I wanted a plate class. I wanted Warrior, Shadow Knight, or Paladin. I really liked defensive stance. It's 50% reduction, and the only classes that get it in the game are the Shadow Knight, the Paladin, and the Warrior. And between the three of those classes, I really, really, really love the Paladin. And I do think, you know, I would play a Warrior now because of the multi-classing system. But at the end of the day, and I can't help myself here, that I am really excited about this Slay Undead. I mean, I had so much fun with Slay Undead. I love killing undead. And, you know, it's just, I love those zones. Maybe I love those zones because I like killing undead. But when I used to play the game, I was not a Paladin with Slay Undead. I mean, that was not an option. You didn't have that AA until much later in the game. And I didn't even play a Paladin. I was an Enchanter. I was a Shaman. I was a Shadow Knight. I just love those zones, and those zones happen to be full of undead. So I had so much fun with this AA that I'm gonna continue to do it. And so yeah, so that's what we're gonna do here, and we're gonna go from there. So we're gonna continue to tweak the UI a little bit, but I mean, for the most part, we're kind of where I want to be. We'll play around with a couple more things here. What is the advanced loot? Is it /advanced loot? Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, so I need to... Okay. Can I do more than 100? Can I do 100? Yeah. So right now you can see I probably should have just doing this. I probably should have just done this by deleting my file in my settings. But what you're seeing right now on screen is all of the items that I had set to, you know, auto sell. And this is all the stuff that I encountered. So this is a great example coming up here right now. See how this rawhide armor? Well, at a certain point, obviously, I wasn't wearing rawhide anymore. But right now, this would be set up that I would auto sell this. This is from the beta. Same with this ring mail. Well, right now, I would love some ring mail, and I would love some rawhide boots. So I definitely don't want to be selling all of this. And so I'm deleting all of my loot tables. We definitely don't want to get rid of this bronze. You know, again, I don't think we're going to be getting bronze quite yet, but this is actually kind of a fun walk back. These are all the items that I pretty much ever looted from the original, from the beta, because, you know, you could see them all here. So anyways, we'll get some, and really it's just because we have nothing else to do. I think that should be the last of it. Yes. Okay, great. So our loot's cleaned up. Our advanced loot filters are up. And hey, look at that. We got some pets back up. So let's go get to work. So we got our mage DD. If it'll ever. There we go. Perfect. We can set that to auto loot. All right. All right. Hey, we got our first ding. Congrats, level 3, everybody. Hey, and we got a moat. All right. All right. Learned a lot about, feel very much more, I'm glad I played the beta. I feel much more aware of what's going on in the game. Nope, no carryover whatsoever, Mark. They did a full clean purge. But this was a known factor, Mark. They said that was what they were going to do. So I mean, I can't be mad at them for that. All right, we're going to give him a rambunctious. Where the hell's my? Oh, did we not get any fragiles? Oh man, we didn't get any fragiles. Well, dang, Doug. All right. So yeah, we got to start all the way over. There's little things like, for example, whenever I hit B, it opens up my backpacks. Whenever I hit I, it opens up my inventory. But in my beta, I had that key bound to the same thing. So I do need to reset my key binds here. So let's take a look here what we got here. So we can do that right now. So as an example, if I go to commands, so bank bags toggle B, all right, inventory bags B, which is what I want. But here we go. Yeah, there we go. Inventory window is going to be B, and inventory bags toggle is going to be I. So this way, whether I hit B or I, see, they all just pop up. Because, I mean, how often am I opening up my inventory and not opening up my backpacks? Pretty much never, right? So this is just one of those, like, we're gonna do that. So we'll wait for those skeletons to spawn again. And let's keep looking through the options. They said they did something here with the interface, right? So we're going to use tell windows. So this is if someone tells us, it'll pop up in a new window. Hold show item tooltips. Yeah, we want that. Perfect. Yep. Current font. Oh, okay. We can change the fonts. Wait, are these my fonts? Wait, really? It uses my fonts? Wait a second. No. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that looks terrible, but this is a 3 times size UI. No. But I mean, part of the problem is this font is terrible for this. This is so funny. There we go. Here we can use. This is the font I always use for our thumbnails. Is Azo Sans Uber. There you go. That's the one we always use on the things. Oh my god, that's so hilarious. Arial Black. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. Huh. That is interesting. So the reason I would think potentially about using a bigger AI or a bigger UI scaling is because I know that we have people who are watching from at home. And it's nice for people who are watching on the internet to maybe be able to see a little bit better. The problem is this is a little too big. And I don't know. I wish there was like a wish there was like a, well, maybe we can interface. Maybe we can, where's the, oh, we got to get that draw distance up. You know, we got the time for that. Here we go, display. It's a 4070 Super. Thank you so much. Okay. Well, apparently we can't. I was like, I wonder if we could up the resolution and then scale it differently. I also learned about this. You can change the size of your pet as it displays to you so that your pet isn't massive. I thought that was cool. I didn't really play with pets, so I didn't use this until I was a shaman in Lower Gook, and I was leveling up in Lower Gook, and I got my shaman pet, which is like a spirit wolf, and it was kind of big and annoying. And shamans specifically have a spell called Shrink Companion, and I was casting Shrink Companion on my pet to make it really small so that it didn't take up a lot of room. Turns out there's a way to do it just through the core game. Yeah, we want to show all the names. Attach nameplate to head. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to play around with that. I mean, part of it is, you know, it depends on what people at home, you know, from watching on the stream, what they think about all this. Anyways. Meanwhile, we're over here shooting the shit, and we got skeletons to kill. Anyways, exciting stuff. Look at that, another moat. I've gotten more moats from this graveyard than I did from basically the whole last 48 hours of playing. Oh, you don't think Twitch chat? Oh, maybe my Twitch chat isn't coming in. Let's see. Twitch. Twitch. Let's see here. External browser. I authorize. All right. I think it's connected. We'll have to try. Let's see here. Twitch on test. Hey, okay, yeah. It was just being weird. I don't know why it was doing that. We apparently are free. Yes. Hey, how come I'm not getting any fragile pets? Hey. All right. All right. I guess I'm just getting unlucky. Shouldn't these things be dropping? I'm about to like give up on this in about 5 seconds because I don't care that much. I have a bunch of rambunctious skulls, unless it's just randomly going into my storage or something. No. Okay. Did we get any new spells when we leveled up to 2? Hey, we did. Oh, hey, look at that. Do we need a malachite for this? Oh my God, it takes so long. Anyways, so yeah, we got a pet now. Fizzle, fizzle, fizzle. Oh, nope, I need malachite. Okay, I didn't think I had malachite. Okay, we'll have to go buy some malachite once we're out. All right, well, what the hell's going on here? All right, back to our... thing here. All right, so... All right, gameplay. Anonymous, nope, show my hand, allow context menus, target click, use implied healing, click through pets. No, I want to do that. Attack on right click, attack on console click. I do not want to actually attack on right click. I don't actually like that. Auto switch to range attack. Sure. Okay, that's fine. No, I like being able to hear those. Let's see. Modern chat inputs. I don't remember what that one is. Persistent auto attack, I like that. Feign death toggle, I don't have feign death yet. Well, if you can't find the extended target window settings, you can go down here to the EQL window at the bottom right of your screen, and you can go to the top actions and go to extended targets, and that'll bring it up. There you go, see? And so you can do all that. So you can definitely do that. Let's see. Hide players, none, nuts. No, we can see everybody. Okay, so that looks good. Auto split, allow auto duct. I don't allow auto duct because actually it was getting me stuck several times when I was in certain parts of the game. So I'm gonna not do that. No drop item. Always confirm. Yeah, okay, all that looks good. Mail, who cares? System. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. We'll fix these later. I don't care as much about that. We will eventually have to change some key bindings and some mouse bindings. But I think we should be good there. I thought there was something. Let's see what alternate textures is. Oh, it's loading. It's doing something. Did that change something? I can't tell. All right, let's take a look at number 2. I'm not quite sure what textures this is. Hard to tell. I'll just use the default for now. All right. All right. Hey, there we go. Wait. Oh, it's selling. Why am I selling it? Well, no wonder. Why was that set to auto sell? Oh, well, all right. I'm an idiot. All right, folks. Well, look, I didn't say I was smart. Okay. Did not say I was smart. All right. There we go. Okay, now we have a pair of boots in every slot. Now, I could sit here and I could level these up. All right, we'll probably do one more leveling up. Because, again, I can't really get that far today, unfortunately. So, again, it's my fault. I was apparently selling them. I blame you. This is why I stream for you guys, so that you guys can tell me when I'm doing things that are stupid. Let's see what else we got. So, I'm not going to lie. When I was playing... Now, I mean, it's not like the most insane thing, but like when I was playing, I was actually just using my mouse to change stance. So not exactly the most, I know it's not exactly the most elite gamer thing of all time, but get ourselves 2 little windows here. Hotbar 1, hotbar 2. You're busy playing. Love it. And again, the plan is that me, Tim, Smith, we're also going to do some D4 group play. And while I'm probably going to play solo and duo or whatever, play with guildies and stuff, ultimately, I really want to play with my friends. That's how I like to play MMOs. Maybe not the massively part, but the multiplayer part. And I need to leave these chat channels really bad. How do I do this? Do I slash... Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay. So I know some people like to be clear, one of the cool things about this game is that you can play it solo now. And I will absolutely be playing this game solo at times. However, I can tell you that the main way I like to play these games is with my friends. It's neither the massive, but it is multiplayer. So I don't like the big raids. I've never enjoyed being part of guilds or the politics of guilds, or God forbid, people treating it like a secondary job where you've got places to be and responsibilities and it's like a job. But I also don't necessarily like just the solo style of play. And while they did make it possible to do it, and I most certainly will do that because, I don't have as much going on these days, especially during the day. My favorite way to do it is to play multiplayer and just hang out with folks. So anyways, we're going to be trying to do a regular, EQ night where the guys come on and we each basically pick a class. And that's going to be that class we will only play when we're together as a group as the Knights of Last Call. And I'm going to get Smith and Tim and maybe our buddy Kaz or George or whatever on for a 4-man group. We'll go to a zone appropriate to our level, maybe a little tough, D4, and play and shoot the shit for a couple hours. And we'll do that for a while because again, I think it's and we'll do it here on game night, so it doesn't take up any space on the main channel, but I think it'll be fun. We don't need that there. And again, that's what I was saying too. I need to sort of figure out where everything is going to be in terms of, location of windows and all that other stuff. Okay, there we go. And so so if you're wondering there what I was doing, if you're new to EQ Legends, so one of the things that they introduced in this game is merging. So every item can now be taken up to level 10, but the advancement is not linear; it's exponential. So in order to go from level 0 to level 1, you just need to take 2 items of the same type and you merge them and it becomes tier 1. So you can see that these boots of the long road go from being normal to +1. And that's going to be enough for me. I don't need to keep doing this. Unless another one just randomly popped up. No. Okay, we're good. And so the cool thing about it is most of the stats on the item will scale 100%, so double. So in other words, a base boot of the Long Road is AC 4. It will go up to, at plus 10, AC 8. It provides 5 hit points, and it will provide, at level 10, 12 hit points. The problem is that going from like 0 to 1 is pretty easy. Going from 1 to 2, pretty easy. Going from 2 to 3 requires twice as many. Going from 3 to 4 requires twice as many again, so 4 times as much. So the costs are exponential, but the benefit is linear. And that means there's kind of a sweet spot of probably around like plus 4, plus 5, plus 6, upon which you are paying a lot to get those benefits, but you are not getting a whole lot of benefit out of it. So something to consider when you play the game. Oh, I could have my boots up. There we go. Hail, Doug. Did I get the supplies? All right, go up the stairs. Are these the stairs? No, I don't think so. Too bad Doug can't be a pet. I agree. Wait, no. Come on, Doug. I'm finished here. I don't care. Oh, Doug Jr. Hey, Doug Jr. All right, nothing to do with Doug Jr. All right. All right, we're done here. I am ready to leave. All right. And this will send me back to the frog area. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know how or where we're going to get to... I don't know how or where or when we're going to get to... over to Fadewar. I imagine I want to go to Fadewar, I suppose. Although I could go up to Befallen as well. But, got some swamps to walk through, some deserts to walk through. It's not the shortest journey by any stretch of the imagination. Look at all these people. There are 56 players in D0. What a sight. Yeah, I think you did summon us, Jack. I was like, how did I get over to there? So let's see. Look at all these frogs. This is frog heaven. Yeah, the whole internet's here. Is there any sort of like generic adventuring supplies? What do we got here? Oh, they must be inside this tree. Nope. Where the hell is this taking me? Alright. Monk Guild Master. Oh, I need to give my thing to my paladin. Not that you actually need to, but... I do have a letter for you, sir. Oh. Shin Master Grubbus. This is Shin Master Grubbus. Oh. There we go. We got my initiate's brooch. Oh, I thought I had to actually give him the letter, but apparently not. The frogs are pretty sweet. Let's see. All right. Cleric spells, alchemical supplies. All right. Well, I guess it is over here. I thought for a second there, I was like, wow, that's like actually kind of surprised. It's kind of far away. All right. Hello. I would like to buy one of your malachites, please. All right. Do I have any money? No. All right, that is a problem. Let's go kill bugs. Get over here, bug. All right. Skeletons would be ideal because skeletons drop, you know, skeletons drop rusty weapons and stuff, which we would definitely benefit from, for sure. Am I reading this right? Yeah. I think they did add trainers. Look. I don't... Were these here before? I don't remember. I don't recall if these are new or not. Oh, that reminds me. I got to get my... names. Ring. There we go. I'm no ranger. All right, bugs, snakes. Let's go, babies. All right. Killing all the monsters. Ooh, maybe these fungus people. Look at all these. Oh, look. See, look. Everybody's trying to kill the skeletons. They're hot fire. There's 56 people here. This is so crazy. Yeah, see, everyone's like, oh, we got to kill it. Man, this is like 1999 fucking all the way back. Look at look at all these frogs. This is so great. Everyone's freaking going nutso over the freaking the skeletons. They all want a piece of the skeletons. I need to get in my own zone. This is too much. All right. I'm just trying to earn enough money to summon a pet. All right. I'm going to try to go for this ranger here. I'm a paladin. I got land hands. In theory. Somewhere. There we go. An epic fight. A doom, 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 doom. I have the combat music turned off. Die, fungus man. He's trying to go for it. We won't let him. Oh, I forgot to mention. Ooh, look at that. 3 silver. That's great. I forgot to mention that one of the things that basically decided that made me decide that I was going to go with the frogs is I saw in the patch notes that they gave back the original frog sounds, including the the ribbit, ribbit, and so I'm like, okay, well then I basically have to be a frog at this point. I'm actually going to turn that sound down a little bit for you guys. So classic. Oh, what is this guy, level 4? So yeah, I'm gonna probably just gain a couple levels here in the newbie zone, and probably start to make my way up to Befallen, honestly. Now my plan at 10 is I think I am going to go Druid Wizard. Just because I do want to get at least some of the ports and spires. Because it's just nice to be able to pop around the different continents. Oh, look at that. We got bone chips too. All right. What do we got here? 0.133. It's actually worse than my quest short sword, but you know what? We'll sell it. There we go. We got 1 gold for that, folks. You know what that means? It's Malachite time. No. I want him. Get him. Look at that. We got 3 gold for that skeleton. See, I told you. That's why skeletons... It's where it's at when you're early on. I keep thinking my character's bugged because I'm attacking so slow. And I'm just used to being a berserker. And having haste and a flowy black silk trash and all that other stuff. I'll kill this kobold too. Dermot, yeah, Dermot the frog here. How exciting this is. I just seeing this many people for a game that's 27 years old to have a 45-minute queue to get in on launch is just crazy, right? So yeah, we're just gonna, attack, spam our DD. Like I said, I'm gonna make my way back over to I would imagine that they would be much less obvious because they actually have server infrastructure to be able to support that. Hey, we got our first AA. Everything about this game is so good. It's like, I mean, you used to not even be able to, you didn't even get AAs, back in the day. Oh, that frog took our frog. So. How are you still level 2? Well, I don't know. Well, I mean, I didn't even get into the game until like, I don't know, 4 o'clock or something. I remember what time it is. How long have we been streaming? Yeah, I didn't even get into the game until 4 o'clock. And then, we spent some time in the training area trying to get some boots and stuff. We're just enjoying the game. It's not a rush. Rules are cool. It's not a rush. Yes. By the way, respect rules. I changed. I went to a purple. I went to a purple shade instead of a... I went to a purple shade instead of a black shade. So now we are purple with orange eyes. I like that a lot. Oh, let me put my boots on. I don't remember to do that. Yeah, this game is just, again, the fact that I have already got an AA point is crazy. That I'm earning AA at level 2. So I'm going to go buy some Malachites here. We'll get our pet summoned. All right. I don't need to buy 100. Let's buy, I don't know. Can I buy 10? Probably not. Okay. Well, I guess I'll buy 1. All right. There we go. We got enough. And now we can summon our pet. So what is AA? So AA is alternate advancement. AA is basically feats. There are 3 basic categories. There are general AA points, general AA that everybody gets access to. Things like making it so that you have an increased resistance to fear effects, or an increased ability to carry weight and equipment called Pack Rat. And they have ranks. So some of them you can, and they cost different amount of AA. Then you have archetype, which is sort of like, are you a tank? Are you a healer? Are you a wizard type character or caster type character? And then lastly, you get ones specific to your classes that you chose. So here you see the list of paladin and mage ones. And as you level, you not only gain levels, but you also gain AA. And so that is, how that goes. And now we've got Connor. We got our pet guy. Where is my pet? Here he is. Here's my pet. Follow. This is the water elemental pet, which is a rogue. So it can backstab, which is pretty sweet. And this will help us. This will definitely help us get some damage in. Ooh, a cracked staff sells for 1 platinum. Oh my god. But I think we're gonna wield it. Yeah. Goodbye, short sword. And now we are a paladin with a big stick. We can always... I don't... Alright. We gotta get back to those oranges. Or those yellows. I keep forgetting that once we're out of combat, we gotta redo my boots. So anyways... one of the reasons I picked Mage is just because I figured it would make it a little bit easier to level up. Berserker, it doesn't really do much for you at the beginning part here of the game. There's so many people here. It's crazy. Get that blunts. All right. We're getting bone chips. Swinging staves. Using what we got. Getting improvements. Getting one-handed blunt improvements. Letting our pet go to work here. If we get some weapons, yeah, that's Mark. Well, Mark, for the first 10 levels of the game, every time you gain a level in every single class. And then, so once you're level 10, then you have to level each class individually. But you obviously are 3 classes at a time. So let's say I'm a paladin, wizard, druid, and I take those 3 classes to 25. If I then changed one of those classes to, say, shaman, my shaman is only level 10. All of my classes go back down to level 10. But I get to keep my gear, and I get to keep my AA. So in many respects, you are stronger than you would ordinarily be. Come on. You know, how many times am I going to fizzle? So yeah. So basically, you get to level up. It's kind of like, in a way, it's like old school AD&D. It's like old school AD&D dual classing from the original game. Heyo. All right, so I just got a large spear, which looks like rogues can use it. So I'm gonna give my pet a spear. By the way, one of the reasons why mages are so cool at the beginning of the game is you can see I'm only level 3, but my mage pet is level 5, and he is a rogue and a warrior. He is a gentleman and a lady. So because I just leveled up, my skill cap raised. So what you're seeing above me are skill improvements. So when you level up, you get to level up all of your skills again, right? The max ranks that you can have in all of your skills. And, you know, this is one of those games where to get good at it, you have to use it. You know, if I attack, if I use certain skills, I'm going to get better with that skill. So I'm swinging my staff, so I'm getting better at one-handed blunt attacking. I'm casting spells, so I'm getting better at channeling. I'm recovering mana, so I'm getting better at meditate. All these things and more. Like I said, I'm in no particular rush. But at some point, I'm going to make my way up to Freeport. And that's going to be either to... and that's going to either be to... let's see if I got a new spell here. No, I did not. And that's either be so I can take the boat and go over to Fadeware, which is, you know, generically speaking, I am a Fadeware man. I love Crushbone. I love Estate of Unrest. I love Castle Mistmore. And it's not that I don't love it. I just never really adventured there. I don't really know Kedge Keep at all. In fact, one of the things I'm really looking forward to through this playthrough of EverQuest is going to zones, you know, some of which are considered, you know, famous, like Kedge Keep. Kedge Keep, for those of you who don't know, is a dungeon that is entirely underwater. So you have to have a way of either continually casting Enduring Breath on yourself so that you don't run out of air, or you need to get a magical item like the Fishbone Earring, which gives you permanent breathe water. But, yeah, so, anyways, I think those are all the dungeons in Fadeware, and I love all of them. They're Mistmore, Crushbone, and Estate of Unrest are 3 of my favorite dungeons in the game, and so I'd love to go there. Alternatively, I could also go back, when I get to Freeport, I could turn west and go into the Common Lands, and then go to Befallen. Now, Befallen is, you guessed it, another undead heavy zone. It's actually an ancient temple / barracks dedicated to the god Nathaniel Mar, of whom I am a servant. He is a god of valor, of paladins, and unfortunately, the outpost was they let a man in, a drifter, but he was actually secretly a super evil dude who betrayed them and, you know, led them all to their death. All right. So, like, waste. There we go. Right now, we're just picking up little random pieces of cloth armor. You know, like, look at that. Woven cape, AC3. Hell yeah. Let's get it. Put that on our back here. So, you know, getting some gear. Not great gear. Certainly once we get to Befallen, it'll be pretty nice. I'm actually going to grab that guy's too. Small brick of ore. I always really underestimate how good the mage's DDs are. They are pretty powerful. But Conor McGregor over here is doing work as our rogue. Our little water pit. Look at him! Look at him with his spear. Look how much of a badass he is. Love it. Hey, quest friend, how's it going? Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm jealous. Like I said, I have to leave in a little bit to, well, not like super right, but I need to leave in about an hour to go up to the airport to pick up my roommate. I'll be back on later tonight, but then I'm going to be at Gen Con, and unfortunately, that means I am going to not be able to play for a couple days. So, but you know, there's plenty of time. There we go. So here I'm just casting my AoEs. Ooh, we got some gloves. Oh, these are for monks and beast lords, so I can't actually use these. Dang. Well, I guess I'll sell them. 2 gold, though. Anytime we can get these yellows, it's great. Can't they Uber? No, my roommate is very uncomfortable Ubering. You know, she's a woman. She doesn't like to Uber. I don't blame her. Also, it's expensive, unnecessarily so. Don't worry. Honestly, the real danger here is that I end up playing way too late because I have to wake up tomorrow morning. And I have to drive to Indy. In fact, Jess Redicop is DMing me right now on Discord asking me what time I'm getting into Indy tomorrow. The answer is I usually like to leave around 10 because then I miss Cleveland traffic. I like to leave around 10 a.m. It's about 5 hours to Indy. And then if I leave at 10 a.m., I get to Columbus around noon. So I miss Columbus traffic. And then I usually get into Indy around 3. So before Indy rush hour. So usually, you know, I've been going to Gen Con in Indianapolis for like, I don't know, 24 years now. Sheesh. It's been a long time. I'm going to talk to Jolly and, you know, and what is this? Dave Kenzer. I mean, they're always there. Rules are cool. I'm planning on bringing my interview setup, and I definitely want to talk to, you know, I assume you mean HM as in Hackmaster. In fact, one of the things I definitely want to, because this is actually the first convention in a couple years that I've been to in that I'm not working. So, yeah, Dave and David is the same name. Dave Kenzer, David Kenzer. I think that's the name of the guy, right? I think his name's Dave, right? I could be wrong. I mean, Jolly is definitely, and Brian Jelke is the other one, right? I'm trying to think of the Kenzer Co. guys. Yeah, they're all there. I'm like, I don't know them personally, you know. I want this mushroom. There we go. Yeah, see, like, I don't know Eli as well. This is so good. Die, Root Man. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Ooh, a cloth cape. Is that better than what we have? AC3. AC2. No, it is not. So we will sell it. But yeah, so I want to go. So like I was saying, the last couple of years, whenever I go to a convention, Gen Con, Origins, PAX, GaryCon, I'm working a booth or I'm there with my patrons, and I mean, this last Origins, I was doing NightCon, and obviously I had a lot of stuff that I needed to do and take care of, which is great. But this year, even though I'm going to be doing a lot of audio-visual stuff for Professor Dungeon Master, at the same time, there's not as much to go on. Roll for Combat doesn't have a booth, and so all in all, it's ooh. Look at that. It's got so look at this. So the Rusty Short Spear here has backstab bonus damage. I don't know if you can see that at home, but this Rusty Shortened Spear has a bonus backstab damage. So I definitely want to give it to my pet. Can he dual wield yet? Yeah, there we go. I think it only takes the highest one, though. I don't think it takes both, unfortunately. So, but either way, he can now dual wield because he's a rogue. And we didn't get any weapons for a while there. We kind of got unlucky. I want that yellow skeleton. Everyone's taking all my mobs. Can I reach over there? No, it's too far. Hey, look at that. A piece of malachite the old-fashioned way. All right. Well, we're about to be level 4, and we're also about to get our second AA point. Boy, guys, this is going to be so fun. And then, ooh. I think we just got ourselves a new weapon, boys and girls. 0.4143. Oh, no. The cracked staff is better. All right. Go crack staff. All right, well. One-handed blunt it is. Oh, didn't I hit him? No. So anyways, what I was saying is that even though I'm going to be running stuff for Professor Dungeon Master, I actually don't have that huge of a schedule. I mean, maybe 2 to 3 hours a day is going to be spent doing seminars and recording stuff. But other than that, right, it's going to mostly be, I'm going to be kind of on my own. And most of my nights, there's a couple people like Solomani. I don't know if you're out there. He's going to be there. GM Scott is going to be coming in on Saturday with his wife, but he's mostly there to kind of just show Gen Con off to his wife. And, so I don't really have a lot of of my friends and my people coming in to even, do that. So I don't really even have responsibilities as a content creator for the most part. I'm going to go to a couple of, networking parties, to try to say hi. Like Jess is taking me to the Diana Jones Awards tomorrow night. I'm going to the Daggerheart party on Friday. There's a long long pack party. There's somebody's birthday. You know, I mean, I'm going to do a couple of things, but there's usually something after the Ennies. The taunt. I haven't actually been using taunt. Rules are cool. So I think you mean my fire blast. I'm actually casting Burst of Flame. So my my mage is actually blasting people from a distance, and then they get mad at me, and then they come in and, you know, attack. Speaking of which, did we get any new spells? Yes. Hey, and that sound was that we just got another AA point. So as an example, by the way, we've been casting Burst of Flame. It has a range of 200 feet or units or yards. I don't actually know what it is. But it does 5 damage. And now we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to replace it with Burn, which does 14 damage. Ooh. And takes forever to memorize. And we also get our first gate, and that's about it. Okay, but we now have a better DD. It literally does triple the damage. But we are level 4, so I think it's time that we think about maybe leaving the newbie zone and seeing where we can go. So we shall see. I'm curious. So right now I'm looking at the Brule maps, but if we go to the default maps, so these are the ones now that get provided. But I don't know. I think I still kind of prefer the Brule maps. Plus I'm kind of used to them, to be honest with you. Why is that not centering? Center. Center. Why is that not centering? There we go. You know, and we'll see. We'll see how this goes. It's a little bit of a journey. Let's see what's out here. So this is the Wrath Mountains. The Froglocks, of course, their ancestral home was lost and destroyed by the ravenous undead. So we're going to go this way. So we actually have a little bit of a journey before us. It's not... it's not the... as you can see here, we've got a level 15 warrior. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Maybe we'll go get another level. But eventually, we will make our way to the... we'll make our way to... back up to the... Maybe we'll get to level 5 or 6 first. Just give us a little bit more. A little bit more. I think at level 5 or 6, we get another pet that takes us up to level 6, or the pet goes up to level 9. I think that's what we should aim to do. But, you know, the experience here was good enough. I'm not complaining. Actually, that reminds me, I should be in offensive stance. How much money do we have already? Like, we got 5 gold plus 100 silver, so we have 15 gold. That's hot. I don't think we can actually buy anything, of course, but, you know, you never know. Any paladin spells for me, sir? True North? No, I don't care about that. Strike? No, I don't care about that because I'm a mage. No, no, no. I'll get that later. We do have 7 motes of infinite metessel. That's cool. So my question is there a mage trainer here? No. guess, no mages for the frog locks. So, I'm curious if you're in chat and you are planning on playing some EverQuest Legends. What are you planning on being? It's kind of crazy because, like, a week ago I was like level, 44. I had all my, undead slaying AA. I had my Ghoulbane sword. I had mostly plate armor, and now look at me fighting fungus man trackers, like a noob. Actually, let's go to D2. Why not, right? Get some moats. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, big die. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, my main is probably going to be Paladin, Berserker Shaman. Look at this min-maxer over here. All right, let's turn around. All right. Oh, yeah, I gotta get my boots on. Easy to forget. Yes, Res, my fiery blunt. My fiery blunt is doing significant damage. All right. Are you still with me, Connor? He's still with me. Okay. All right. Well, this should be a lot easier. Well, harder because we're on D2, but easier because there won't be as many people here, so. We should also theoretically get more moats. So. In theory. Ooh, Karen, huh? Cool. So Karens are the cat race, which are new. We used to have a cat race. They lived on the moon. They were called the Vashir. And now apparently there is a new cat race called the Karens, which kind of sort of existed back in the day, sort of, but not really. Like they were in the game, but you could never actually play them. So. All right. Anyways, Quest Friend's going to be a warrior necro shaman, which sounds cool. Like necro shaman just sounds cool. Was I crazy? Or maybe it's just because we leveled up, but like these all seem much lower level. Like weren't we fighting like level Weren't there like level 5s and stuff out here? Could have swore there was like level 5s. All right. I mean, I'm not complaining. You're getting like 3% off of a white, but I could have swore we had better moms out here on D0. Like, what happened to them? Oh, there we go. There we go. Maybe this person just killed them all. Yeah, I think this guy's doing work. I think that guy's a paladin mage too. Respect, buddy. What do we got here? Ooh, a rusty battle axe +1. Is that better than our staff? Nope. A rusty spear +1. And another malachite. Love it. All right, we're getting some nice... We're definitely getting better loot. That is for sure. Just going to kill these level 1s, I guess. I mean, they're blue, right? Might as well. I'm like, should I go D3? Like, what is going on here? We're going D3. For those of you who don't know what that means, it means there are 5 difficulty ratings. Difficulty 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. As you keep going up the difficulty rating, the monsters get a little bit tougher. They get more classes. They get more hit points. They do more damage. But they drop better loot, and they give more experience. So, also, there are less people in those zones. So, in theory, should be a little bit easier to kill stuff. In theory. Granted, we can't stay in the newbie area forever. I'm mostly just being lazy, and I know I have to leave soon. And so, like, I don't want to, like, have my, like, first experience playing the game just be, like, me walking to Freeport. So that's why we're here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Now we're doing it. All right. Come on. Come on, Conor McGregor. Get it done. Look at that thing. That thing actually took life. But, you know, look at that. Conor's hitting it for 8. Come on, Conor. Backstab him. What do we got? Ooh, a rusty short sword +2. I think. Yep. 0.156, 0.17. We finally have a superior weapon, folks. To the... And now we're back on our sword, so we're going to start getting skill improvements with our swords. But of course, remember, if you're watching this and you are a member of the Knights of Last Call, then you too can join our guild, which I will do this. I forgot to do this when I came in here. There we go. Rules are cool. Why do you destroy weapons instead of selling them? Well, rules are cool for two reasons. Number one, once I equip an item in this game, it becomes bound to me. And I can't trade it to anyone, and I can't sell it to anyone. So it's essentially worthless. And so I just destroy it because why not? Secondly, because this game is all about adults playing a children's game for which they do not have the time, if you do have an item and it is worth money, if you destroy it, the game just automatically puts the money that you would have gotten for selling it into your bank account. So that is the answer to your question. Oh, look at this guy. This guy is a paladin, just like me. There we go. Woven mask. Cloth veil. All right, let's get the improvement. We don't need these skulls anymore. Okay. Yeah, the newbie zone is about played out. About played out. All right. I mean, I suppose I could make the long journey, and then when I come back on later tonight, I'll be, kind of good to go. Does anybody watching know what level you could actually go to Befallen? I feel like the answer is like 5 or 6 or 7, but I could be wrong there. At least the first floor, right? Five? Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I love that this snake is a necromancer. Four if you're adventurous. Well, I'm not exactly a elite player, Now, I should probably change my difficulty rating before I make this run, but yeah, I'm feeling saucy. Maybe it is a leech. All right. The smarter, better, sexier people. Cinnabos is here. I didn't see him. All right. We got our first guild invite out. All right, Cinnabos has joined the guild. Look, he's already in the Warrens, and he's already level 8. By the way, Cinnabos is one of those people that got to level 50 like 8 times during the 2.5 weeks of the closed beta. That is not me. Are they better at this game than me? Yes. Or at the very least, they are definitely... ooh, we can kill these guys here. Let's go. Come on, pet. I need a shield so I can bash this guy. All right, how much did I get for that? Oh, I got 5% for that. That's sick. Yeah, let's kill these giant moccasins for a while, actually. People who know better than me, that would be everyone here in chat. I assume that the mage pets. I assume that the mage pets do not have chaotic stab, and so they actually need to backstab from the back. Is that accurate? So, like, should I be making sure that my pet is positioning to, like, you know, attack from the back? I assume that they are. Ooh, I'm stunned. On my old character, I had 100% stun resistance. Oh, we are taking some damage. I might actually have to heal myself. All right, this guy's a warrior berserker, and he is actually doing some damage to us. This is the first time we've had to heal. Yeah, I saw that big die. That's pretty sweet. In fact, one of the things I was complaining about is, like, I wanted to be able to bash while dual wielding, and you couldn't. And I was like, oh, come on. How much did we get for that? 7.4% experience points from that fight alone. That was a hot fight. What is this guy? Here he is. Let's get him. Come on. Come on. Go get him, Conor McGregor. Yeah. There we go. Love getting this light stones, by the way. Look at that. Plus 9 gold, almost a full plat from light stones. I've heard people go, oh, you shouldn't auto sell them because you get more money if you take it to the vendor. Yeah, fuck that. I don't have ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, I know rogues get it for free. I just, I'm always like, oh, look how cool the ring is, and I'm like, man, it would be cool to be a ranger. You could actually find your mobs that you were looking to kill. But what happened to all the snakes? We just the experience here was so good, and then all the monsters died. I think I see one over there. There we go. Oh, all right. All right, another level 6. So it's going to be tough. And not tough, like we might actually have to heal, you know. Also, I also have lay on hands. You know, I mean, like, we have every possible advantage is what I'm going for here. All right, we're right here at the center of the zone. It says there's an orc camp down here. I wonder if we can go take those yet. I actually don't really know Wrath Mountains. I used to come here in my, like, 30s, even in original EverQuest, to hunt giants because they dropped a lot of fine steel weapons and you get a lot of money that way. So I don't actually know this as a low-level zone. Well, we saw these high-level... All right, that's a level 13. That might be too much. You know, I got to remember, old Derik would have taken that for sure. But old Derik also had hundreds of, not hundreds, but had a lot of AA and also had really good gear. You're saying go for it? I don't know. That level 6 was kind of pushing us to the brink. Look, pigs get fed, okay? Hogs get slaughtered. You're not wrong. All right, Conor. All right, Conor McGregor. Get him. Get him. How much did we get for that? 3%. Look, I would happily fight a red. It just can't be like 10 levels higher than me. Not at this low level. It just doesn't even seem like it'd be worth it. Wait a second. You played the beta, and you didn't reserve your name? Well, that's just silly. The whole point of playing the beta is to reserve your name. I mean, not 100%, but... You did not reserve. Good stuff. I mean, I guess you could just make it George, but I doubt they're going to let you... I doubt they're going to let you take that name. Oh, you know what? I realized I should have gotten some more boots to give to my pet. That was silly. What? Alrighty. So now we are going into the Firot, which is the ogre starting zone, right? Yeah. It's the ogre starting zone and also where the Temple of Kazakh Thul is located. Go figure. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to try... I'll probably, now that I'm through here, I might need to, we'll see where the, instancing takes us. Mm-hmm. It looks like it takes us right into the middle of a bunch of ogres. Hopefully they don't kill us. Hopefully. All right. Looks good. All right. So, anyways, so yeah, this is the Firot, or the Firot, as some people call it. Firot. This is the ogre starting zone. Hence all the ogres. My guess is there's probably... I wonder if there's like a lot of people here. I wonder. Because, like, right, ogres are like, quote-unquote, OP. Let's see. Why is this not letting me... Oh, a lot of people wondering if you were going to start with a charge. And it looks like you did. I could have made my own... or maybe I already got one. But I could have made my own instance back there when we were doing that before. And then from here, we are going to go to Inathul Swamp, which is... oh, yeah, I'm using my boots. You can tell I've got this little buff on. Ooh, a giant bat. We'll kill it. I've got this little buff on my character. It turns off as soon as I enter combat. I just have to remember to, turn it off or recast it after fighting. All right. All right, Big Die. Enjoy your Lancer game. Sounds awesome. I want to play Beacon someday. I don't know about Lancer, but Beacon. Ooh, we got a Marsh Bear. All right. You know what? You know, all right, well, all right. We got a yellow skeleton. I was gonna fight the bear. All right. As my friend Gold the Cat would say, shy boys get no toys. All right, come here, Marsh Bear. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. I'm going to go into defensive stance just to make sure. Backstab him. We've got land hands if we need it. Just chain casting our attacks, our spells. All right. So many fizzles. All right, I think we've got him. Oh. Quest friend, absolutely not. Playing games at Gen Con is an impossibility. I got 9%. All right, all right. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to be logging off here in a minute because I got to go pick up Amanda from the airport. And then, like I said, my only real difficulty is going to be tonight because I can't play all night because I got to get up in the morning and go to Gen Con. But Quest Friend, no. I mean, a Gen Con, all of the events literally are completely booked and sold out within 10 to 15 minutes of the event listing opening. People have these big lists and they submit them all at once to try to get as many of their events as they possibly can. I mean, you might, if you're lucky, maybe you could luck into getting into something, but like it's going to be like a demo in the hall. And even then there might be a line and it's going to be crowded and loud and noisy and just, you know, it's just going to be a mess. So no, I very much doubt I'm going to get a chance to really do much playing at all. I almost went into, you know, like when you're driving and you start getting off that highway exit that takes you to work, or whatever. I almost started going into automatic mode and I almost started heading towards Gook because usually when I go to this zone, it's to go to Gook. And now we see the one advantage that the frog locks get, which is that they start with a high swimming skill. So I am able to navigate the streams and rivers and marshy, boggy ponds of the Feerot or Inethul. All right. Ooh. Hello, Kobold Hunter. We're battling underwater. My water elemental should get some sort of massive bonus, by the way, for this. Conversely, I also shouldn't be able to cast my burn spell, but, you know. Ayo! That's level 5, people. Perfect. Well, I doubt we're going to gain another level on our way between here and East Commonlands. So the real question should be, chat, where... I don't even know how many people are here. Oh, do I want to kill one of my own kind? I can't do it. The real question is... I'm role-playing. No, actually, I just care about the faction, and I don't want to have any problems with the upper Gook things, which is, Where should I play tonight? Should I go to Befallen or should I go to Crushbone? I do love that new Crushbone. Some of those gear drops are very nice. I was still wearing pristine leather, which is a nod to, which is good for Befallen. But the trammels, I thought they said that they nerfed the trammels. Didn't they say they nerfed the trammels? So Jackal's talking about these new boots that drop in Crushbone that are called the slave trammels. They're like AC 17 or something. And of course, you can put them on your feet, but you could also put them, in your any slot and your any slot, and somehow you suddenly get 60 armor or something crazy. But I am a paladin. That's exactly my point. I want to be able to kill undead. Apparently this thing's in the water. Alright. I'm not going to sweat it. No! Somebody has been slaying my kin. I shall avenge you, brothers. Alright. And, of course, listen, no one ever said that Everquest was exactly the thing that made the most sense, because we're going from the waterlogged swamps of Inathul to the desert of Ro. Go figure. I'll be honest with you. I was never a Ro man. When I was a human or human-like character, I never played out of Freeport. I didn't spend a lot of time in Eastern Antonica. Look at all these fucking ogres. Where is the sucker point? Well, let's find out. I mean, leg slot, feet slot, it doesn't really matter. I mean, the AC that they give is insane. Now, if they have a detrimental problem or like some sort of penalty to your movement speed or something, okay, well, that is something else entirely. Oh, did we crash? It shouldn't take this long to load. Oh, I still got to pack. I gotta do laundry. I gotta pack. I gotta put a bunch of camera equipment away. I gotta put this. I'm gonna take this camera. I want to bring 2 cameras. Uh-oh. I think we crashed it. Oh, nope. All right, well. It's good to know that apparently it puts you in the Wizard Spires. Ah, it's a sand giant. I love that sound. Mark, exactly. Mark with it correct. Yeah, you do that at 6 a.m. after you play all night. Exactly. You know what? The 18-year-old Derik would have definitely done that, and the old man Derik is already like shuddering at the idea that I have to drive 8 miles or 8 that I have to drive 5 hours tomorrow. Like 5 hours in a car by myself is about the limit of my endurance. All right. Well, Ro wasn't too bad. Let's see how Oasis goes. So there's Southern Ro, and then there's the Oasis of Mar, and then there's Northern Ro. So Should we risk it again? All right. Hopefully this doesn't take as long this time. I'm just doing this to save time because I do have to log off here shortly. Unfortunately. But, you know, we'll be in good position to get in there and start doing Paladin-like things. And then, like I said, by the time we're level 10, we're going to lock in Paladin. And I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, I was mostly Paladin, Berserker, Shaman, which I'm led to believe is pretty strong, which makes sense. It felt strong to me. But I also had a lot of fun being the warrior, or not the warrior, but I had a lot of fun being the monk. I thought it could, you know, I mean, having the shaman obviously is great, but, you know, honestly, at low levels, and now that I have a better feeling and appreciation for the game, I'm going to kill this desert madman. It's been too long since we killed something, you know what I mean? Where are you at, pet? Thank you. I feel a lot more comfortable, and the truth of the matter is, like, the shaman is great for dots and slows and all that other stuff, but the thing is if you're not getting the full value out of your dot, or you're not if you're killing the monster super fast anyways, and him being slowed doesn't really matter, you know, is that really helping you to level that quick? And a part of me kind of says, maybe not. You know, I'd rather just do a lot of damage and not have it really cost a lot of mana. So that's where it's like being a monk or being a rogue could be pretty sweet. So it's like I could be like a paladin berserker rogue or a paladin berserker monk or something like that, you know? Look at that. We got some water flasks. I'll loot it. Gotta send out a guild invite. Guild invite. All right. Get our boots going on. Jackal. Yeah, that is... It's supposed to be the plan. I don't know if I'm going to get all of them first, you know? Or if I just want to be like, maybe I just want to go like Paladin Wizard, something else, or like Paladin... I mean, Paladin Druid Wizard is not bad, to be honest with you. You know, you get heals, you get DDs. It doesn't like... It's not like terrible with a Paladin. Paladin gives you the good plate. I mean, when I was higher level and I wanted to see what playing as the Paladin Druid Wizard would be like, so I downgraded to level 10, and I was playing as my Paladin. Now, granted, I had better gear and I had AAs, but I was just AoEing. I was Wizard AoEing and Druid AoEing in a State of Unrest, and I went to Black Barrow first and just eradicated everything. I was killing 8 mobs at a time, and in, you know, Channeler stance, and with my armor class, I was taking almost no damage. And if I really got in trouble, I could lay on hands. And then Druids get point-blank AoEs, and Wizards get point-blank AoEs. And between them, I was able to rotate through them on the cooldown on Inversion Invocation and just 9 yellows and reds at a time. It was fast leveling. Also, I don't know if you saw in the patch notes, which is really cool. Now, in the beta, I definitely did not get high enough level. I didn't even get to 46, so I couldn't even enter the planes. But there's a new type of moat that drops from the raids. You can get up to 3 of them per week. They're called like void moats. And a void moat will take a +7 to a +8, and a +8 to a +9, and a +9 to a +10. And you can get up to 3 of them a week, I think. If you're locked out or something on your raid, you get like a void mode or something. I don't remember exactly what I was reading, but that's really cool because otherwise getting your items to +10 was going to be unthinkably grindy. So, anyways, We got 3 viewers on Twitch and 10 viewers on YouTube. You love to see it. I got to figure out when I'm going to stream. Actually, now that I'm looking, now we're logging, we're loading anyways. And then as I say that, we start to load. Yeah, so Wednesday night, Wednesday night I have, now Wednesday night's not officially, obviously, Gen Con. Gen Con doesn't start till Thursday morning, but Wednesday there is a long pack. Long pack is a vendor, a Chinese vendor. They're doing a Gen Con party that me and Steven are invited to. Well, Steven's invited to. I'm just crashing. And then at 9 p.m., I'm going to the Diana Jones Award, which is the actual prestigious award, as opposed to the Ennies, which is just sort of a popularity contest. Unfortunately, there is a dinner at St. Elmo's I will be missing, which is a fantastic steakhouse. So Wednesday night is basically going to be a party and then a party. Well, an awards show. And that's Wednesday night. So it should be pretty simple, pretty chill, pretty low-key. I'm sure I'm gonna, hang out with folks, get to see people. I'm going to that award show with Jess Redicop, and that'll be fun. And then Thursday is the start of Gen Con. I am gonna have to go cover with Steven and Professor DM. They're doing a live stream with Dan Ayub, who is like the head of Wizards of the Coast Digital. They're going to be over from 1 to 2:30 over at the D&D mass experience thing that they're doing. That crit mummy. I was closer than I thought to that. And but that's it. That's all I have to do on Thursday. Is I'm officially on the books for doing that live stream from about noon to 3. Now we do have dinner reservations at St. Elmo's at 5:30. That I'm going to go to. That's I believe that's the celebration. That's the $1 million Kickstarter dinner tradition. When anybody has a $1 million Kickstarter, they do this. And I'm looking forward to that. Oh, what do we got there? Gila monster, huh? And Friday's a busier day. Friday I have we're doing Deathbringer live at 10 a.m. and that runs till about noon. And then we're going straight from that into the Death Saves, which is the new D&D Black Label setting / concept that's being done by Joe Manganiello. Well, Professor Dungeon Master is going to be in it, so we're going to be there to take pictures and record that. And then that goes through noon and into 1. And then at 2 p.m., we're going to be over at the Backer Kit booth. Of course, Professor Dungeon Master is on Backer Kit. You can check out Deathbringer there. But they're going to be doing like live signings and stuff like that. So we're going to be doing some recording, all that stuff from the Backer Kit booth. And then Friday night is the Ennies. Now, I'm not planning on going to the Ennies, but that's when I do have a meet and greet that I'm going to be going to the Daggerheart meet and greet. And then there is an Ennies after party that I should, in theory, go to. So, but Friday morning, basically from like 10 a.m. to 4 or 5 p.m. It's going to be a full day of me doing audio visual, being a photographer, being an event, coordinator photographer. So Friday will be very busy. Saturday, I have some events in the evening, which is from 6 to 10. Looks like Sentinels of the Shieldless is going to be. We're going to be doing some interviews with Luke Gygax. And we're going to be over at the Athenaeum Basel Theater as well for the performance. So we're going to talk to Luke beforehand. And then Luke Gygax, I think, is running this Sentinels of the Shieldless. And again, I think Professor Dungeon Master might be playing in that. So we're going to be there doing video and photo. And then Saturday night, no official plans. There is a party being held by the Glass Cannon Network, which actually I'll probably go to because I've been trying to talk to the Glass Cannon people about doing some sponsorships for them for their upcoming Diablo game. And it'd be cool to talk to them about it. And then Sunday, no events. We'll probably do some kind of stream over on Roll for Combat or Professor's channel that I'll be coordinating and setting up. Because it'd be like, well, how did Gen Con go? What did you think of it? Yada, yada, yada. But, other than me running a stream for myself, I don't have any other plans on Sunday so Friday, busy. Thursday, not super busy. Saturday, a little busy. Sunday, nothing at all. So it shouldn't be too terrible. For sure. All right. Hey, we made it to Freeport. I forget. How do we get to the docks? Oh, where's the mage trainer? There's got to be a mage trainer here, right? I don't really care. Yeah. All right. Get some fishing supplies. So no. There it is. Hello. Oh, you can also travel to Kinos. I didn't know that. Cool. Neat. I didn't know that the translocator would take you to Kinos. That's actually kind of cool. That makes it easier to get to Blackborough at low level. The frog's journey is long. Who has mage trainers? Does anybody know? Everyone's like, this is why you should go be an XR so that you can buy everything. All right, Dark Elf, High Elf. Okay, when I get to Feydark, I can. I mean, I could have done it there in Freeport. I just was being lazy. But I'll hop into Felwaith and. All right. And we're already back to that beautiful, sexy, wonderful, mysterious, fey-like continent where gnomes and elves and dwarves cavort through underneath the shade of the mighty Feydark forest, Faedweir. With the wonderful Butcher Block Mountains, home of one of the greatest newbie zones of all time, Butcher Block. I love the chessboard. Everyone loves the chessboard. Orc Hill, Crushbone. Did I mention A State of Unrest? I wish there were more zones. I would love, if you look at the original Everquest maps, there are things written on the cartography of the maps that they've never made into zones. There are places that are now zones that weren't in original release, like Warrens and Stonebrunt Mountains that are, they added much later. Those were on the original Everquest maps, but they've never turned them into zones. And rather than just adding expansions to Kunark and to the moon and to the plains and to wherever the fuck else, I would love to see them add in those zones. Now, they may have, in the subsequent 26 expansions that came out over the last 27 years, but I would love to see that. But the map that came with the game showed some areas that just may not you may not realize it, but there are locations. And of course I found one, but the quality is that of a potato. Still quality of potato. Yeah, like Fadeware has things like the man. Nobody has an HD version of this. I'm trying to read this and I cannot possibly read it, even though I'm telling this to say it should be large. Here we go. Yeah, so Fadeware had zones like the Loping Plains, the Hills of Shadow, Elysian Lake. Oh, 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 we got kicked out. All right. Well, you know what? That's probably a good sign. Because I do have to go. So, because I've got to pick her up at 7. So, anyways, I am going to hop off for a little while. I hope you guys enjoy getting your level on. With any good luck tonight, we'll be killing orcs and getting into Crushbone and start leveling up and getting some druid and wizard levels going on and getting some cool gear from Crushbone and having a good time, a gale time, as they say. And then hopefully by the time we're like, I don't know, 12 or 13, maybe we'll head over to Befallen and get some of that nice pristine gear and try to make our way down. And I doubt we'll get all of that done tonight, but I am excited. I'm happy to be back playing Everquest. And yeah, I will see you guys later tonight, at least for a while. Now, again, I cannot play all night. Okay, I cannot play all night. It would be very irresponsible for me because I have to wake up and I have to drive to Gen Con. Now, my Wednesday at Gen Con is pretty easy. I don't have a lot of work to do, so that's good. But I got to respect it. So anyways, you are no lifing it tonight. Fantastic. All right. Well, I will be back later tonight. Until then, I will see you next time on Night's the Last Call, a game night. Peace out, everybody.